Hey Lauren, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke with you last week, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to really maximize your traffic online. So with that, let me get started. Love what you got going on here, the video, your love your logo, looks great. You have a little bit of content here. There's a lot of things that you're doing that are really good, and looking at what you're ranking for. You are ranking for 57 keywords, ranking really high for Brian King Roofing and Brian Roofing. So owning your name. The one thing I noticed though is that any buyer specific keyword. So somebody that would be searching for something that's not specific to your name, like roofing company, Knoxville, Tennessee. As you can see here, you're on the bottom of the third page. Bottom of the third page. You're just not high enough to get any volume. So my first tip would be to add content to your site. And content is pretty important because it allows you to rank for those buyer intent keywords. So if I wanted to rank for roofing company Knoxville, Tennessee, I would have that as a heading. I would have it within my content. I would even save these images as those keywords. So instead of this being saved as roof one, I would save it as roofing company Knoxville, Tennessee, or Knoxville roofer, or whatever keywords I'm trying to rank for. And having those keywords throughout your content as headings in your text, as saved as images, allows you to rank faster and more efficiently for them. So really important to have content. And then Google kind of views content as a sign of experience. The more content you have and the more quality content, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field. So that's kind of what Google feels and does. And realistically, what you can do here is add that content throughout any site that you're trying to rank. And because you focus on, Seymour, Maryville, and Knoxville, I would potentially have 3 different location pages specifically for those locations. So that would be my first tip. My second tip would be to give yourself a lot of variety in which to be seen and potentially converted. So what that means in terms of any given search, when somebody searches roofing company Knoxville, Tennessee, there's a lot of ways they can convert: the local ads, the Google My Business, and the organics, right? And the more you're seen, the more likely you are to, be clicked on and to potentially get clients. So these local ads, these convert at a really high rate. Actually, we found that for calls and messages, typically it's around 40 to 60%. So that's pretty good. They are more expensive than, say, the Google ads, and you have less control over them. And essentially, at the start, they look pretty similar, right? Not, just the reviews and the time they're open and the area they serve. But when you click onto them, they're a little bit more detailed, but you still don't have very much control over them. You have a lot more control over these Google ads. You can build them out to where they're larger and more prominent, obviously, like this one. They typically convert at a much lower level. You're usually talking like 3 to 5%, but they do get a lot of impressions and they are seen by a lot of people, which potentially can, increase the amount of conversions you get there as a whole. And then the Google Business Profile, these are they can pull up to 40% of the traffic. So they can get a lot of hits here, very useful. And again, this particular keyword has 500 searches a month. So you're looking at potentially 200 going right to these top 3 Google Business Profiles. And how you would build these up is you'd want to add photos that are geotagged and saved as keywords. You want to post regularly from them. You want to make sure your information is filled out completely. You want to add 5-star reviews, as many as possible. You want to make sure that your name, address, and phone number are consistent throughout the web, and that they're on directories to add validity and authority to your Google Business Profile. So lots of work that needs to be done with these, but when you start ranking, there's you definitely can get a lot of benefit from them. And then ranking organically would be my third tip. And how you really work to rank organically is you get referring domains that send backlinks to your site. Not all of them are equal. Some are stronger than others, and they build up the strength of your site and allow you to rank for more keywords, and definitely jump up the rankings. And so, like I showed you before, you are ranking for your name, but outside of your name, you're just not ranking very high. Barnett is doing a lot of those things that we talked about. They're here. They're not running an ad right here, but they are in the map pack, and they are ranking organically. And you see here that they're ranking on almost 500 keywords, and they're getting almost 1,000 clicks a month. So quite a bit of volume here that they're getting, just doing kind of following these rules. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, concerns. Would love to get your feedback on this. So with that, have a great day and God bless.